off on another adventure today in the motorhome. Going to Huntingdon Boat Haven, taking the canoe. I don't know whether we'll manage it. Possibly to have a canoe up the Gt Ouse. We've got both stinks with us. I'm going to one of my jobs first. And we hadn't been out in the motorhome for a while, so we thought we'd have a little night out. Shickery. Coming in there, going through the little market town of Needham Market. I used to work for 20 plus years, 30 years almost. And now I have to get some diesel at Tesco's.
And Madam looks a bit bored.
So we're now battling the roadworks, pulling into Tesco. I don't know quite what they're doing, but there's a huge housing site that seems to be everywhere. And a big engineering you have to do. But yeah, off to get filled. I'm travelling up the A14, heading towards Cambridge and Cambridgeshire to my site. You can possibly hear how much a motorhome rattles as you drive along, which is A bit of the state of our roads, and B, we didn't expect it. That is what motorhomes do, despite battling down as much as you can. When you get in a caravan, the same happens, you just don't hear it. Homing in on my site in Kingston.
Half a mile, arrive at CB23 2W on the left.
Right out in the countryside, and the autumnal colours are starting to happen in the trees. I don't like the thought of autumn or more particularly winter, but it's what it is. So this is my site that I've come to look at. Well, we've arrived at our campsite on the Gt Ouse at Huntingdon, which can only be described as a very, very windy day. There's our little spot, a Nuevo, or Nuvo, although Stephen says though, indoors in the wind. And there's the little stink. Looking for someone to have a wee. It is exceptionally windy, and I don't think we'll be going out in the canoe, not yet anyway. But a nice little site nonetheless, 26 quid for the night. Nice little spot we've got. Let's have a look over here. Stink has got the wind under a tail. Lots of boats. Nice place to come and bring your little small boat. You can launch it here included. But it's just so blinking windy. We have only brought the canoe and not the on-wave. On-wave would be nice here though on a slightly less windy day. So indoors to shut the doors around because she left it open. Lovely little site. This is the little entrance on the narrow entrance. We're hunkered down a bit in the van because it's blowing absolute hooligan out there, and having our good old Tesco meal deal. Poppy's got the stress on because I said a particular automated lady's name, but the view from the kitchen of the camper van is rather nice. Well, the wind is getting slightly less, so we're hoping to go out in the canoe a bit later. And little stink there's laying in her bed thinking, I don't want to go out in a canoe, stay here. But the trees are blowing a bit less, but still quite a lot. Now it's blowing a hoolie, and it's raining a squall, so we're going to have a little wander, at least round the site before the rain hopefully stops. But we went in again after that attempt, on account of the fact that we've blown a squall. So we're now going to have a little wander, see if we can wander into Godmanchester. A lot of seasonal pictures here. It seems to be the way in a lot of caravan parks nowadays. A little toilet block. Quite small, but absolutely okay. pulling to go somewhere. Having a walk into a little village hamlety bit. I don't know where it is, but it's over the river. Wind is still blowing a hoolie. And there we've got a Jevon. Might think that's a big posh house, but I reckon it's flats. If you don't know where to put your board, well, nail it to a tree. If you ever came here in better times, it looks closed at the moment, but the Black Bull looks a nice pub. But as the weather's so bad, we decided we'd have a little look at the church. Mary's the Virgin, I think, we're at Godmanchester. Church is open. Rather lovely Harvest Festival display on the font. Does seem like Wuthering Heights. Rather lovely big church. Don't know if Poppy's allowed, but she's coming anyway. Owen Dawes just said, doesn't churches always smell the same? That is actually true. There, Poppy. Some lovely stained glass. People seldom stop and actually look at it. Carrying on our little wander through what is a very pretty part of Godmanchester. In fact, the whole place is rather pretty. Here comes the rain again as the sun goes. Someone huddling under the tree. Found an ideal place to pull the canoe out there. Only the weather was sufficiently good that you could canoe. Not the best. She says she's got a poo coming on. For goodness sake. Even the waddles are coming to get in and dry.
Said we should have waited till 3.
Yeah, it looks like we have weir. Well, we got back with one very wet, stinky wife and one even wetter, stinky dog. Wind's dropped now. Well, we bought the Gt Ouse canoe, so we're going out in the Gt Ouse canoe. It's a little bit minging, to be honest, but the wind's dropped and it's Doesn't speak of rain anymore, and actually isn't terribly cold. So we're out in the Canoe after all. Come from up there, there's a little tiny slipway. We now head up the Ouse. Not as warm as when we were last out in the Canoe on the River Frome, but still nice to get out on the water. Shekwi. On the left you've got some sort of outboaty entrance you've got on the thing. Most interesting, this is a boat underneath perhaps. Here we are, blocking up the river, not far this way. Being we're not sure about the weather, we thought we'd take the easy route. Amazing how the wind is almost completely died off to nothing. Navigation channel to the right. Old crane just took up. Well, we don't know where we're headed or where we're going, but we're still going. We've come to the lock on the Ouse, haven't turned left, which we knew was a short way. We can't go any further, but we could if we go to the left, Catherine, over the portage point, and you can carry your Canoe over. I've got a boat work, which is obviously the park there. Can't see how you can get out there, to be honest, it's too still. Didn't think of that before. So here we are, travelling back the other way, on the River Gt Ouse in Godmanchester. I'm going to go the other way now, which you can go 3 miles, I don't know if we'll do that. So, we've got the van by the water. And there's the entrance, the way in to where we slipway. Now going the other way a little bit.
Strange looking place. Derelict. Scary.
Very sad property. All derelict. Got the boltings, I reckon, what was on the right.
The herring.
Have a little boat there. Could be a portage point on the left. This way and I'm going against the flow, so we thought we'd turn around and head on back. We've left Poppy in the van, so she'll be wondering where we are, but heading on back now. Here as ever, we're looming up on Jevon with its wings in the wash mode. Right, we're nearly back. Here's the little entrance to our slipway. We made it very bold over the other side of the river and going in for a swim. And now we're back, we've just got to negotiate the very weeded up slipway. Not a bad little paddle. Not the most interesting river, but worth a little go. Sheffield. We're up the slipway. Time to get out. Reversing lane, so we'll go first. Here we are back at the slip, and as Catherine would say, she's knee deep in
Shit.
pig's pie. In what, Catherine?
Shit.
Come on, Ed. You look like you shit yourself. Come out.
Well, how are we gonna
Okay.
get
Not a bad little slip, to be honest. So there it is, back at the van. Made I reckon a total amount canoes, probably 5 miles round trip. Now the sun's come out nicely. That'll do for this evening. As usual, we've woken up this morning and someone has hogged the bed. When that bed is where she sleeps, not there.